Kimbo to Tanzania Mazulu. Greetings, family. My name is Mika Masa. Thank you for watching my channel, and I hope you understand everything that I say. Today, we're going to talk about the Congo and the East African conflicts. I think many people do not even know anything about that. That we have a world war that is happening in the Congo, Angola, Cameroon, in those areas for years, for many, many years. And no one is talking about it. It's because of their resources. It's because of our heritage, our history. It's because of racism, you know, and it's because of ignorance of our so-called brothers that are around us. The problem that we have is today many people are still thinking that the Most High is with those who have a lot. You know, I loved it when Jonathan mentioned that, like Creflo Dollar, if you have the money, this is how people might think that the Most High is with you. Okay, and this is how the world is. You know, yesterday Nigeria, tomorrow South Africa. People jump from one place to another just to see where they will see, like Rihanna is singing "Umbrella," "Shine Like," "Starlights," or whatever, where they want to go to the wide way, where everyone goes. This is where the Most High has to be. It was never like that. And today I'm gonna show you some things, but not really religious, a little bit more in the political term, because it's important for you to know what is really happening around Zion. Now, as you know, um, the Most High has divided Africa, and every country and every people with his territory. Even if people believe in the Bible and the 12 tribe theory, because I heard someone there saying that Zedu de Santos, the president of Angola that died, was an Angolan. He was never an Angolan. An Angolan must be born in Angola. Yeah. He must be raised up in Angola. He must be learned and studied, and he done everything that the Angolan have done in Angola. So he came from Santo Tome. He was in Congo, learned in Congo, studied there, and he hated the Congolese. And then he went to Angola, doing whatever he wants to do with Angolan people, chosen by the snake. Okay, so he's not an Angolan. What's going on? Okay, the same thing, is with our neighbors that are around us. Who are our neighbors? Our neighbors are the same people that fought us before, in the 1600s. We have the same neighbors: Sudan, Uganda, Rwanda, Somalia, Kenya, Ethiopia. Okay, and then the real bad neighbors in the north: Morocco, Algeria. You go to the direction Nigeria, Ghana, etc., etc. Not everyone is bad. Watch out. But those are our neighbors. When you go down there, you have Zambia, Namibia, Botswana. At the other side, you have what's the name? Mozambique, Tanzania, etc., etc., up to the Southern Africa. Now, why are the people in the south of Africa Christians and not Muslims. This is how I start. You have a lot of Muslims in Tanzania. And I'm not talking about white Muslims. You have a lot of Muslims in the area of Morocco, Algeria, Nigeria, Cameroon, the northern part, okay? A lot of Muslims in Kenya, yeah? Uganda, and those areas there. Why? Do you think that Muslims are our friends? Because I haven't started my Muslim series now, but I will tell you no. The Christians came to deceive us, but the Muslims, these people came even worse. Okay? A Muslim would never allow any other religion to live in his country. Or let's say like this, a Muslim hates the kafir, the black man. But a real Muslim, Ishmael, was black. We have to understand this. I'm coming. A Muslim, again, would never allow, like Muslims now living in Tanzania, going to Mozambique and doing terrorist acts. Yeah? Would Mozambique be a Muslim country? Black people wouldn't be able to live in peace in Mozambique. Would Tanzania, Kenya be a Christian country, Nigeria? The Christians there would have no peace. They would have no chance. Do you sometimes see what happens with Boko Haram in Nigeria? When they used to go to schools and taking all the young girls, all the young males, entire school of thousands, just going and taking them. You will see never again. You will see no CNN talking about those things. You will see no one in Germany talking about those things. No one in France. No one in the United States. No one in Russia. Yeah, they will just mention it shortly. Oh, do you know what? Some terrorists came and did this and this in Nigeria. They would never go and try to find out where these children are. Okay? So, let me ask again. Why do we not have so many Muslims in the southern part of Africa? We are not the same. This is my answer. We are not the same. The Muslim is not my brother. Yeah? The Muslim is not my brother. If you see in Tanzania, Muslims running all over with their Arabic and stuff like that, you know that this country is invaded. It's not a Bantu country like it should be, because in the Bantu country, you have no Muslims. If you see in your countries Muslims running all over and doing what they want to do, go to your history, go to your Bible, because this year is let's say a Hebrew Israelite Christian movement or a religious movement. Then you go and you see Muslims, yeah, Muhammad, Allah. Go to your Bible, how the Most High hates foreign gods. How can it be that you have Christians and Muslims in your country and they live together? Who is ruling who and what is really happening in the midst there? And go into history to find out why you have Muslims in your country and why those Muslims did not left your country, but because your country was never a Muslim country, yeah, before the Muslims came to invade and to take over. Abraham was not a Muslim. Okay, Isaiah and all those people that you believe into was not the Muslim. You have Bantus all over the places, Kenya, Rwanda, Uganda, you have them in Mozambique, you have them even in the southern part of Somalia, you have them even some places like southern part of Sudan, yeah, southern part of Cameroon, stuff like that. Yeah, you have some Bantus even spread out some places like in the western part of Africa, but the most of the Bantus live in the southern part of Africa. Where's the difference? Where's the difference? You have to go back to the stories of Egypt. You have to go back to the stories of Assyria, yeah, because those stories are real. Then you will see we are not the same. Sorry, we are not the same. Okay. So when you see war in Africa, this war didn't start with the white man. You will see if you go to videos like Muslims, if Muslims enslaving, like, I don't know the title, yeah, um, exactly, but you will see black Muslims in the area of Ethiopia, Somalia, all these kinds of places there, Kenya, all these places. They took people, Menumutapa, Mozambique, Tanzania. They took our people from the east. You have never seen a slavery like this. There are many videos. You go to Ghana, you go to Ghana, you ask people from Ghana who enslaved the people from Ghana, Muslims, black Muslims. Where does black Muslims come from? Do you know that? Hmm? Where do they come from? And then when we start talking about Oromo, Tutsi, we start talking about different kinds of people that came from um, other places down to the south, yeah, to live among the Bantus. People will be like, "Oh yeah, we are the same. We are the same. We are not the same. We are not the same." If you see war happening today in the womb of the world, which is the Congo Basin, yeah, basin. It's the womb of the mother, yeah. This woman of Revelation 12 that wants to give birth is the Congo, yeah. You will see directly his enemies. The white man will never show off, but the white man is involved. The crime that happens in the Congo since in the 1600s, Congo, Angola, Congo, Brazzaville, Cameroon, um, Gabon, these wars that happens in those areas, even in this Rwanda, this no one talks about that. No one talks about it. Why? Someone has to benefit. Someone has to make cash for all this blood that is shared there in Africa, because no one knows about it. I have never learned in school, hey, do you know the war that happened in Congo? Do you know things that happened, the second war in Congo? Do you know the third war in the Rwanda? We heard something about Rwanda. Very important. Rwanda, the capital city of Angola, is Luanda. We are truly the same people somewhere, the Hutus, yeah, because of migrations, okay, somewhere. But why? Yeah, why do we kill each other? You have today, if we go to facts and to that what is happening now and all the time, let's say like this, we have the Congolese people, yeah, especially the people in the eastern part of our Congo, being robbed, lynched, killed, raped all the time, yeah, without no excuse, and the minerals are taken from them by Jewish people, by the European government, by the Americans. There are videos from, you can see, you can Google by yourself when Nokia went down there. You have Apple. You have the first nuclear bombs coming from these minerals from Congo. The Iran. You have Gaddafi by Iran, Iraq, and all of them. Russia. So everyone goes and takes his piece from Congo. The whole world couldn't exist, wouldn't be developed like this without the Congo. But the poorest people on earth. And later we'll show you the verse, yeah, the Bible verses that shows you that it is the forgotten. South Africa is not forgotten. South Africa is built. When the Most High is saying, I will build my land from scratch, it's not South Africa. South Africa is built. Read your Bible carefully. When you go to Tanzania, when you go to Kenya, when you go to this place, it's built. No building in those places. I will tell you clear. Read your Bible. Read your Bible. That Tatanam is saying, from the dust, this is where I will start building my temples. Like Simon Toko has said, like Simon Kimbangu, Mama Mafuta, Andre Matsua, Menga Menga, all of them. We have more than 400, 500, 600 prophets that we can call. I don't know. I can't call anyone in those areas there. Not one. Why? Why? Even now, if someone has a problem, we have ministries out there teaching, in South Africa, this is Jerusalem, South Africa, blah, 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 blah. Go and you have a spiritual problem that person can't handle. You must go to the Toquists. You must go to the Kimbangis. You can ask to come to Massa. You have to call one of our Congo boys. Why? Why do you have no power? Huh? Zero power. It's because the history is a little bit different. All those countries, they came to the kingdom of Congo. Huh? And I will tell you, we're going to bring facts this year. We're going to bring white people's books. They're going to prove everything that we say. Okay? They came to the kingdom of Congo, yeah, to the kingdom of Luango to beg for gold, diamonds, to negotiate. They were friends, brothers and sisters. But all of them, even the king of Benin from Ethiopia, all of them came to the Congo, yeah, to receive advices. You can go to King Bugali in South Africa. He said, I am a Congo. We all came from Congo. South Africa cannot say we came from South Africa. They have to say we came from Congo. So where is now, where did Abraham go? To southern part of Africa or to the Congo? Because we came from Congo to go to the southern part of Africa. Like I say, a spiritual teacher will teach you spiritually things that might happen later, while someone that reads will just tell you it is like this. Because he don't see behind the maps. He don't know the story. The Most High is not telling him what really happened. Okay? We are different. We are different. When it comes also to history, from where the people went into captivity, yeah, it's the Congo Basin. It's a part of western part of Africa. And the eastern part of Africa. Always open your eyes. Now, why do East Africa, yeah, and I really say East Africa, the Pan-Africanists don't talk about it, yeah? When we talk about Pan-Africanists, because we were talking about different kinds of people. Kwame Nkrumah, we're talking about so many people that came, Sheikh Anta Diop, Mandela, Pan-Africanists, today as a young man, if I don't know really about my history, I am a revolutionist. I want to help my country, and I see some things that Pan-Africanists say. I will call myself a Pan-Africanist because I am for Africa. Africa to unite, Africa to develop one currency, We had Julius Malema Day, yeah, talking about like a Pan-Africanist. Where is he today? Okay, Pan-Africanists are the dumbest idiots, yeah, outside there. Because a Pan-Africanist is supporting, yeah, the lies of the government, yeah, of the African Union with Kagame and all those people that are robbing Congo and robbing Angola, robbing Cameroon, robbing Gabon, robbing Zambia, robbing everyone that is with Z, the Zambi people. Okay? Mozambique robbed. Yeah? Why not South Africa? South Africa is a white man's country. Yeah? But the only thing South Africa can do is fighting themselves. But if it comes to the white man, I told you, you can go to Google, South African coming to Angola for war. This was in the 1900s. South African soldiers with the white man in the back coming to Angola, to the Congo. Not to Angola, but to the Congo for war. What is happening in Congo today? So that no one can talk about it. What's happening in the Congo today? So that you see Uganda, Tanzania, you see Kenya, you see Rwanda, yeah, you see Uganda, Burundi, yeah, all those people. No one talks about it. Just like, I don't see anything. You know, it's like that. But going to the Congo and doing whatever they want to do, robbing, lynching, killing, etc., etc., etc. It sounds like it is a war between Rwanda and Congo only. It's a lie. All these countries are well paid to bring terrorists, Muslims, Tutsis, the worstest from the worstest people into Congo to rob and do war. At this moment, Congo kicked out many Chinese. They kicked out different kinds of people that came to explore Congo diamonds. Congo had never a chance, yeah, to defend itself. Never. Congo asked those Americans that killed Patrice Lumumba, because Patrice Lumumba, he was from the KGB. He learned in Russia. When he came down to the Congo, he was he came with the Russian influence in the Congo, and he could do better, but his friend Mobutu betrayed him with the Americans. And do you know how? With the Bible, with the Christian Red Cross, people that used to come to help. Yeah, we are the Red Cross. We are coming to help you guys in the Congo. La, la, la. No, they're coming to kill and taking lands. This is how Patrice Lumumba, this is how they took him. They cut him in pieces, and now today they say they're giving us back his tooth. No one knows if it's really his tooth or not. Yeah, they put acid on Patrice Lumumba. The most of the Congo leaders or prophets or whatever, revolutionists were killed in this way. Remember Kipapita, Nzinga, all of us are killed. How many times did they cut Simon Toko, Simon Kimbango? They put acid on him and stuff like that. It's always the same. You won't hear these kinds of stories nowhere. Hey, just Nelson Mandela was a traitor. This guy was not this. Even his own wife said this guy was raped there so much when the white man became. This guy entered into the jail black. He came out white. That's why no one talks. No one says something. It's normal. Everything is nice in our countries. We as a people, we as a people, we don't only want to see the nice things. Yeah. But if it comes that you have to fight for something, everyone wants to run away. Me, my life. No, Masa, I don't want to die. You see? So no one fights for anyone here. Only big mouth, that's it. Now, how can that be? How can that be that Rwanda, a small country like it is, okay, a very small country like Germany or something like that, Germany can enter like 50 times or more into Congo. Rwanda the same, okay? Very small country. How can it be that this small country fights the complete eastern part of Congo? And how can it be that Rwanda in the last years, Kagame is now president since 2000, so 22 years. Huh? How can it be that they became the cleanest country in Africa, one of the richest country in Africa, one of the most organized country in Africa? When we had COVID, they had robots there in Rwanda, checking people if they have COVID. Now at the moment, when people, refugees or stuff like that, come to Italy, Spain, Germany, whatever, they are being executed back to Rwanda. Even if you don't come from Rwanda, they will take you and will send you to Rwanda. White people, yeah, white people use Rwanda like they had used in that time Togo, or some people in Benin, or Sudan, or Morocco, Algeria, and all same people. We have in Africa, there are dead roads, or dead roads, dead ways, where people like us are killed and lynched in masses, human trafficking and all kind of things. And all of them are the Pan-Africanist or African organizations, union, that are supporting those kinds of things. See, this is the truth about Pan-Africanism or Africa itself when it comes to Muslims. And they're using Muslims to do those things. Well organized, well paid, educated, schooled soldiers that kill people in Africa. When something is wrong in Africa, white people just have to drop, to put the red bottom, and there is a special force going out from one of those countries and finish off everything what they want to finish off. You have to see Africa. There is no one, like there's no FBA or someone that will come and see and do his inspections, or what happened here really in these villages. Why did everyone go? There are some very very bad internet pages like Chaotic. There's some pages where you can see mass of people getting killed, or when they are trying Nigerian people or something like that, Ghanaian, or people from Sudan or Ethiopia, Eritrea, want to make it to Europe. Look at what happens to our people. You will never again, yeah. You don't want to be African. Let's say it like this. This is not a movie where you see some Batman and joke. This is real, what those people do to others. These Mamadous. Okay? So why do we not see those Mamadous in our countries? Ask yourself. Those kinds of things will be answered in the next videos where I'm gonna go into the Islam and explain you a little bit more how Muhammad and the Islam invaded and took over the Africa. Now, when you see the war in Congo, yeah, have no end, it's because they killed Lumumba, the Americans, and then uh, they Americans starting putting Jews, robbing Congo, coming with these organizations, HIV, bringing HIV, Ebola, and all this sicknesses into Congo. So they hate. You don't see this in Uganda. You don't see this in South Africa. You don't see it in other countries, but in the Congo, yeah, America is doing those kinds of things to the Congo. You could see one of the videos that I have uploaded, and America is doing this to the Congo. No one else. And the Belgium and all of them, they're getting money from benefits. The European Union. Without the Congo, the white man can't live without the Congo. So they're doing all these kinds of things to the Congolese. The Congolese himself is not opening his mouth. The European Union, the Africans themselves, not Ghana, not Nigeria. I thought those people in Ghana, this president there from Ghana, I thought he's the one. He's only saying, hey, yeah, we have Congo must be free because we have minerals there. Why is he talking for Congo and saying, hey, so we need you, we need the Congo free because even only the Congo rivers and the Kalandula faults and all these kinds of things can give energy, electricity to all Africa without any problem. Stuff like that, or feeding the half of the earth. Yeah, Congo. Yeah, this Congo there can feed the half of the earth. Congo, yeah, feeds the half of the earth when you do agriculture there, and it's the most fertile land in the planet. Okay, Ghana have gold. What do I want with gold? Copper, zinc, coltan, uran, diamonds. Everything is in the Congo. Go to your Bible and go and read your Bible, Deuteronomy, go to Leviticus, yeah, go to the animals, start looking where the animals of the Most High were, all in Congo. Start looking where the minerals were. You will find them all in Congo. Start looking the weather of the rainforest, Congo. South Africa doesn't have the same rainforest weather like the Congo or Angola or Cameroon. Where's the Ecuador? In the Congo. Yeah, you don't have to go to the Bible to understand that it's not in the south, that it's not in the north, but it's in the midst. You don't have to. Kenya, where Abraham was, it's in Kenya. Yes, those areas, this midst there. This is where the things are popping off. The Keniters. Now, Kagame is well supported by America and the European nations. One of the biggest murderer of our time. But no one talks about it. Really go and try to find videos. There are one or two videos because everyone that talks against Kagame on YouTube, his video will be deleted. I think because he's a killer, he can kill you or whatever. This guy is a killer. This guy is a murderer. Yeah. I made 2 or 3 videos against Kagame. Some of them disappeared. It's always the same. It's always the same. If you talk about against Rwanda, the white man's power in Africa, the videos are definitely deleted. Congo asked for help in they asked for help in America. What do you think what the Americans said? The people that killed the Congo's hero replaced him with Mobutu, the murderer, the dictator. Okay? America said, no, we won't give you any weapon to fight Rwanda or Uganda or Burundi or one of them. Why, if the Most High is with those people there? Yeah? Why do you not want Congo, those people that have nothing, eh? The whole world is laughing at Congo, eh? If someone say I'm a Congolese, Congo. But if you say you're from South Africa, oh, oh, I'm from Uganda, I'm from Tanzania. Oh yeah, I heard it. Hey, I'm from Nigeria. Yeah, we are all from Nigeria. This doesn't sound like the Most High. Oh, you're from Ghana. Yeah. The Most High. I don't. That's why I always say everyone has his Most High. And the lion roars at last to show who's who. Because the last will be the first, and the first will be the last. Okay? I was always laughing. Look at these white people, they have nice cars and everything. Just today, the euro dropped with the dollar. It's equal now, 1-1. The currency euro and the dollar is 1-1. Very soon, the Europeans themselves would say to the Americans, ugh! And the first man that will hustle their heart is the black man. Ugh, my goodness, the Europeans have now woken up against America. No one will laugh here. No one has here any advantage. Okay? We are all in one boat. But if someone wants to lift up himself, he will fall hard. He will fall hard. This is how it is. Yeah? The Most High is full in control. Now, again, Mia Mungunza. I don't care. That's what I say will happen. I don't care if someone talks a better English, if someone wants to show off, oh yeah, it's here, it's there. Yeah, everyone needs money. Yeah, it's okay. But at last, the word of the Most High will bling. This is what will shine and rule over the cosmos. Okay? All these nations around Africa, they will bow down to the Congo. They will say, Congo, you are the one. Because it's the Most High. When the world is saying, the world is suffering, yeah, my people are suffering, my people, it's there. Beyond the rivers of Ethiopia, it's the Congo. Okay? Just to tell you. Yeah? We have seen stars in Europe, stars in Brazil, stars in the Americas, and no one talks about us. Huh? All I want to say is they didn't care about us. Yeah, Michael Jackson knew it. Huh? No one talks about us, but everyone wants like, why are you Africans not coming to pick us up? Did you see the people in Africa how they live? You have your cars there. You have opportunity to go to study, to learn who the white man is. You have a place to clubs and whatever. Did you see how Africa lives? Do you see the situation in Africa? And now African people are taking advantage of African people, and no one talks about it. You will see no one talks about it. Huh? How many Ngunzas did you see outside there? How many prophets talking about the lynching and the robbery and the killing and in the eastern part of Africa, where the eastern people, for the Eastern African, are doing the worst things to the people in the Congo? Where did you see people, the Pan-Africanists, talking about it? There is more war than that what you see in Ukraine. It's more war than the First World War, the Second World War. This is what has happened there. This is the World War III that is happening for decades. Not thousands, not hundreds, but millions of people are dying over there. You don't want to see these videos. There are videos in Google. If you go so deep, but you have to be very, you will see videos. If you're not strong, you will become lala to the things that those people do to us. The population of Uganda, the population of the people of Kenya, they don't know those things. This is a political problem. It has nothing to do with the people in those countries. Many of them don't know, do not even know. But there are many they know. The Muslim influence, I'm going to talk about the Muslims, this will come later where the dragon will take over those countries. First, the most that will hit the most of those countries is famine, which means hunger, thirst, because these are desertic lands. This is not rainforest. These are deserts. When you go to the history, when we came from Egypt down, we had some problems with some people. Yeah, one, Somalia, Ethiopia, Sudan. That's why you saw that the Most High has dried off their countries. He dried off their countries. You will see that the Somalian people, they live their worst life. Sudan, those people have only denial. In this moment, I don't want to tell you too much. Yeah? Those Nile, when what will you do when this Nile goes? Just for you to know, Rwanda, Burundi, Uganda, those all these countries, you guys will flee to the Congo. South Africa, you will flee to the Congo. The only place that will stay in this world is the Congo Basin. Yeah? This, I promise you for sure. Okay? Now, I am a racist? No. I am someone that loves my country? Yes. I am someone that loves my, Africa? Yes. I am a revolutionist. I love Africa. I am someone that loves my black people all over the world, for sure. But sometimes I'm sitting there thinking, why does no one think like me? Why does no one see what I see? It's there. Why does no one talk about those things? Yeah, you have great big ministries. They could go outside there and look what is happening in Africa. Look what's happening where we came from. No one talks about it. Yeah, people in the Caribbean, yeah, they're forgotten where they came from. They're running to America by running to Nigeria or Ghana. No one wants to come to Africa. And the African people themselves, they do not understand. Yeah, which means, yeah, change will come from the diaspora. And knowledge will change the world. That what we speak out goes to the vibration. This vibration goes to the cosmos. And it reaches people. It reaches people. It reaches the righteous angels. They say, now we heard, now we are ready. Because it can't be that no one talks that Uganda is taking gold, diamonds, and all these kind of things. Yeah. Burundi from Congo. And they're becoming rich and fat. They don't have those minerals. But it doesn't say that they don't have any minerals. They have minerals everywhere, also in the eastern part of Africa. But they're well used by the white people to do bad, harming Congo. It's about Congo. It's not about them. It's not about Rwanda. It's not about Uganda. When we have a store in Germany, we learn very fast who is doing what. Yeah, sending if it comes to businesses and bringing goods into Africa and stuff like that. You know, we saw very soon who was very early coming to Germany. You had people from Somalia, Ethiopia, Eritrea. Ethiopian people, they can come in whatever they want to do. Eritrea, when they come in, they receive documents. It's like now the people from Ukraine, they call our Jewish people from Ukraine. Let this Jewish people into Germany. All these people that are from Guinea, Mali, Nigeria, Ghana, they are living in Germany. They're kicking them out from their houses, and they're taking the Ukraine people and putting them there. Now the African people have to live with the horses and the swines. yeah, in the same house, while the Ukraine people are living very, very good, and here the German passport. I fight. I understand them. I fight for that what I love. I fight for that what I identify myself with. If I'm teaching English, do English people follow me? Would would someone teach the same things with a good English like I do? These people will be called a prophet in America, and not a small one. Would someone have these hands and these eyes? These people would be the next King Kong in America, the next Martin Luther King. But look how the Most High is protecting us. Because from Zion will his lion war, not from the West. People can go and become whatever, how many? Nothing. In Zion, this is where the king will be born. Read your Revelation 12. Read it carefully. Read it carefully. The people from the West will flee back home. They will come back home and will be received from the king. Okay? Or from the kings. Or from those from the diaspora who are already with those people ruling. Because things are changed. When it comes to currency and money, the dollar or the euro has no value. Your money is paper. You know, money is paper. The government has a way how to always print money if they don't have it. Yeah, and later taking it from the taxes, but mostly it goes to Schulden. Schulden means debt. They have a lot of debts. People think that you have debts because you have a 5,000. You bought a 30,000 euro car and then you are paying step by step, and maybe you couldn't pay. Now you have a 5,000 debts. The debts of the government, what they have, it's unpayable. We as a people, we pay it without knowing it. Okay. Now, what is money? The riches of your ground, oil, okay? Wood, everything that you have in your country. This is money. Look at Russia and his gas, how he is killing Europe. At this moment, the dollar is in the same value as the euro. Can you imagine? That's why England said directly, I don't want the European Union. I'm out. Do you know, sometimes people like us are like, oh yeah, coming to Africa, investing, losing money, blah, blah, blah. Are you a businessman in Europe? Or do you work for the white man for $1,000? So when you already do this step to invest in Africa, you have to know something, that you're going to invest to become a self-made. There is no self-made in Europe that become a self-made with $10,000. But a lucky man in Africa, with a good people around him, can make it if the Most High wants it. Which means you have to have luck. It's not easy, but you have luck. And the good thing is, people went before you to prepare the ways. In Europe or in America, a self-made that is black, he did this one here, and is still doing this one here, because the taxes and everything that he's paying, you don't want to know. The money goes always back to the white man's hand. Now, when we talk about Africa, do we talk about, like, we know every one of us know Revelation 2:9, when we are talking about thou art rich, but the world knows that you're poor. He's talking about those things that Africa has on his ground. The oil countries, Nigeria, Angola, Sudan. How can you top oil? Cruel oil. Do you know what cruel oil means? Cruel oil. So why are those people still poor? It's because of time, but I don't want to teach about religion. It's because of politics. Okay? It's because of the politics. Angola would beat up Rwanda, Uganda long time ago. Long time ago, Angola would go to fight for Congo to beat up the eastern people, like Mbata, pa 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 pa. But all the time, America is saying no. I know it very well. When I'm sitting with those politicians, yeah. But when I was sitting with them, they told me very clearly, said, hey, Gaza, our neighbor, we love war. We have nothing to do. Today, these people that wear this kinds of color, they're sitting in clubs, dancing around, they have no war. Oh, would it be good if Angola could go? Then let's see if Uganda, Rwanda, if the Most High, let's do the Elijah test. Yeah? Because we have to know every war has something to do with the Most High. Every war. But we are not fighting. Yeah? We do not fight. Because the white man is in the midst. He's controlling who's doing what. If we could fight this war there in Congo, if Congo could fight, Congo would win this war without any problem. Even if Rwanda and Uganda or all these eastern part countries come together, they will lose. You're going to lose this fight. I'm not against our brothers and sisters that I love so much. They used to watch my channel, that used to be with me together in spirit, etc., etc. I'm not talking about the people. I'm talking about the government and those who supports the government. Yeah, there are people in this world, yeah, who knows the stories of Kimpa Vida, who knows the stories of Mama Mafuda, who knows the stories of all these prophets that came to Congo. Yeah, the Nzingamban, the Nzinganguva, and all those people that fought for the Angola. If you go after the stories, you will see, yeah, why they're killing our people. Yeah, and even people like Mugabe and all of them said it very clear. Yeah, all this Pan-Africanists know, yeah, that there is nothing such things like a Congo, because those people don't come with terrorism. Those people don't come like a Pan-Africanist. Yeah, I love my people, but lynching, raping, doing all these kind of things. What those Pan-Africanists do, like this South African country, Zuma, and all of them. Those people are all Masons. Those people here in Angola, here, this President Lorenzo and all this. We don't need those people. We want the Most High's people ruling this world. This is a complete difference than those political snakes that are around us. They are showing us peace while we are still poor, while we are still suffering, while our people are getting still killed. Yeah? And no one talks about it. No church is praying for those people that are getting killed. No church is even talking about it. That those people are getting killed in the Congo, people that are trying to make it from Benin to the West and all these kinds of things. No one prays for them. Okay? No one talks about them. The most of the people, they don't even know that the eastern countries of Africa do so much damage on the Congo basin. They just live in Kenya and all these kinds of things. No one knows it. That they're supporting terrorist activities in Mozambique. while they're forgetting that they have Muslims in their countries too. And the time of the Muslims will come, which is the holy war, how they used to call it. Where will you flee? And I wish to be alive in this time because I'm going to kill each one of those people. Where do you want to go? Oh, I'm Angolan now. Who? I'm a Congolese. What? I don't know you guys. Pop! Head up. Because someone is lying here. Someone is lying. I always tell to my German friends there, today you, tomorrow me. This is how it works. If you are not identified that you have not done this and this to my people, you will be the next. This is how it works. Today you, tomorrow me. Yeah. I did not come to your country to take anything from you. Germany has never given me anything. I cannot go to Rwanda and go there or South Africa to go there for visit and say, oh yeah, now I will spend my money in South Africa. It's not my country. It's not my country. This is how I am. Okay. I will live. It's better for me to live poor, yeah, and and to see how we are suffering, yeah, than to go to somewhere where people are taking advantage of the wolf. I had the chance already, like Isaiah, to go to the mountain with the white man, and he promised me to give me this, and I say no. And I've seen the same thing happening while I was in Germany, seeing different kinds of people coming from Africa to Europe, and they did not even have the chance to be asked, what do you want? What do you want to get? How you want to become rich or whatever? But they themselves, they're choosing in their hearts to be Uncle Toms and to sell themselves. Okay? So I don't trust everyone because of this, especially because of this. It's better to be among the poor than to be among the rich, because the most of the rich have sold themselves already. Yeah. Now, what will happen? What will happen? As long Congo has no peace, there will be never freedom in Africa. Never. Okay? You cannot tell me that if your belly hurts, that your body will have peace. Especially if you have a child that must be born. Which means without this Congo there, that the world laughs at. The whole world takes advantage of this Congo, the whole world. But no one is talking about it. No one is interested to help it. Without it, no peace. And Kagame must die. Kagame must die. You know? Because the European powers or the Western powers is to control Congo. If the Westerners stop controlling Congo, they're everywhere in Africa. They're taken from Uganda, they're taken from Tanzania, they're taken from South Africa, they're taken from everyone. But if they stop to take from Congo, they're taking from Angola so much. If they stop to fight in Congo, the war, if the Congo war stops, this is the fall of the white man. There's something that the most of the people, Porsche, Mercedes, the weapons. Hey, you don't want to know. All those people, Mobutu, he was a billionaire. All his monies that they signed, they gave it to they went to the Europe, and they, almost the money went to their banks, and the Europeans, they never released the money from the people from Africa, from many presidents and from many leaders, especially the Congo. When the Mobutu children went to the Congo to take the money from their father, they say, no, it's your father that signed here, not you. The same thing with Eduardo dos Santos and his children. Where are the billions? Where's all this money? How much does Putin have? Like 20 billion? 23 billion? How much did Gaddafi and all those people have? Well, how much did they have? Or here, the former president here, Eduardo Santos, or his people around him. And we are talking about gold. We're talking about pearls and diamonds. Ain't money. Africa's poor. Okay? But Africa's poor. Our people in the United States are poor. Someone is lying here. That's why when we're talking about our neighbors, that's why we, as the Congo teacher, you also see us always like, yeah, we talk very often about the Congo Kingdom, Congo Kingdom, Congo Kingdom, and definitely about the other tribes that are also Bantus, and also those who listen to our teachings and stuff like that. But we know who we are. We know who we are, and we know who's fighting us. We know who's fighting us. And this fight is not just like talking, just like a little below, like we say in Africa, in Angola, if someone fights below, like fighting a little bit and that's it. No, this is a bad fight, like a worse fight, and the world knows it. Do your researches, go to Congo history or fights there in the eastern part of Africa with the Congo. You yourself, if you are a Kenyan or whatever, you will be like, my goodness, what do these people do? And no one talks about it. No one talks about it. And the funny thing is, many Muslims are doing those things. And most of the people that are doing those things against us, Muntus, are Muslims. Because we didn't accept the Muslims. We in Angola, let me show you. Let me show you some things. Yeah, let me show you some pictures. We in Angola, we never accepted the Muslims. Angola Muslims long to be legally recognized. Now they are being legally recognized. Okay? Here. Is Angola banning Islam and destroying mosques? We burned those people. Okay? You don't know. Here, Angola, here they start to do, going to the UK news and stuff. Angola regime, enemy of Islam. Okay? Do you know what we do with those people? No, we are not the same. Okay? We are not the same. You see Muslims running all over, doing whatever they want to do. It's because we have to go back to history. Who are you guys? So that these Muslims are running all over. There is a history behind it. There is a history behind it. I have no Muslim uncle. I have no Muslim grandmother. Okay? I am not a Muhammad. Okay? I don't hear here in the morning Allahu Akbar, those kinds of things here. I don't hear those things. Here this is Judah. You don't hear these kinds of bullshit. Because it's not ours. We beat the Muslims up in the ancient times, so that they went to the north. Mansa Musa, all of them, north. They had their regions in the east of Africa, there, Arabia. It never entered to the Congo. They never entered to the Congo. Since today, Muslims, the Christians, they left the Muslims there to conquer us. Do you know that? And those Tutsis and Oromos and all these kinds of people. Okay? Just for you to know a little bit about our problems. Yeah? This is the fight that we have. We are fighting, yeah, Congo to be free. Because for me, this little countries there, yeah, it's okay when they're doing their deals with white people. It's okay, do whatever, but let us alone. Let us alone. Do your deals with the white people, yeah. Let us alone. Let us breathe, because we had no chance to go to school. We had no chance. Like my mom even said, she said, while other people, other countries go to school, we had weapons. You know, my uncles and those kinds of elders, they have to tell you the stories of Angola. They have to tell you the stories of Angola. When South African people, the apartheid and all these things happened and stopped, now oppression here and there, then people starting to doing some things in Ghana, Nigeria. We had war. We have 20 years independence. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not 10. Congo still today can't breathe. How can you have intellects there? And there's this short time, Angola, just in the last 20 years, and now give it more time. Let these people grow. Let the Congolese people grow. Let them do some things. Give them the land back. Why are you using, Russia said now that they want to help the Congo with weapons. I hope they do that. Blood must be shared. Blood needs blood. Okay? This is how it is. Okay? People must die. So this is the only way freedom can come. And the Congolese people, they're ready to do so. Only the European Union and the Westerners, they don't want it. Okay? And all of these organizations, European Union, African Union, all these kinds of things are liars. They're using those kinds of organizations, ONG and all those kinds of charities, to come to rob and to divide and also to kill. Rwandan people, they're always used as the Hotel Rwanda, and look at the two Hutu, what happened between them. Did not the Americans provoke this war? What has America to do in Rwanda to provoke a war like this? You see? So African people must always know that the worst enemy of an African is the African himself. This is what I understood all the time. The worst enemy of a black man is the black man himself. Yeah, because I didn't want to do it spiritually. Yeah, the angels are black. Moyindo, you can type it on Google. Moyindo means black. Black, yeah, because of the sun. We are Ra, Amun Ra. We are the adoption of God. That's why you see a black man giving life to white man, while a Chinese or a white man can't give life, birth to a black man. But Today, you're seeing Tutsis. You're seeing some people from somewhere else coming to our countries and doing whatever they want to do. And when we want to fight, we can't. Let us read this Bible verse to end this. Look at this. Hey, you don't want to know this genocide that is happening in those areas. My goodness. You know? But the white man is not talking about it. There's nothing happening in the eastern part of Africa. Okay, this guy doesn't look at his nose. Huh? Look at his nose here. Huh? These people don't look like us. Do you remember when I did the movie against the Canaanites? Did I not show you that we have Canaanites in Kenya and those regions in the eastern part of Africa? That Canaan is normally the eastern part of Africa that we met when Massa was said, go find where the Canaanites are. They went there, they saw the Canaanites, and they saw them very tall people. Did I not do the videos? Go to my videos and you search, go to the search bar and just put the Canaanites there. You will see that those people are the Canaanites. Here, justice in Congo. No justice. Here, Rwandan leaders talks about Congo. Those people are doing the worstest thing to us. War. And you have to know the black man is God. The black man don't want war. The black man want peace. He never was teach to do bad things to others. Yeah? But Jesus came and look at us today. Look at us today. But when we want war, yeah, they want to run away. But the Most High has promised and has said, everything has its time. There's a time for fighting. There's a time for talking. There's a time for everything. And the time for war will come. And we're going to see. We're going to see Burundi and those places. All those people, even Tanzania, all those people are taking advantage of Congo. Let me show you the map. And I wish we in Angola could beat those people up. Yeah, these are Pan-Africanists, by the way. Okay? Ali Selassie and those people. I mean, what's going on? Should I believe, that those people, here, these gangsters here, these are Pan-Africanists? This is what we call Pan-Africanism? Yeah? Gaddafi is a hero, This is not what the most thinks how freedom should be. Okay. So many. Here. Rwanda, this little tiny thing here. Burundi, this little tiny thing. All this area here. Uganda. All this tiny area here is fighting this huge area. I would like to world map. Google map, right? Google world map. Okay. You see? Rwanda, Burundi, Tanzania, Kenya. Okay? But those two countries here, Rwanda and Burundi and Uganda. They are fighting the Democratic Republic of Congo. Yes, I really know that Tanzania and Kenya, they are also helping those people because it's the eastern part of Africa, which is here, this part here, fighting those people over here. Okay? Those tiny countries here. Can you imagine? And now Rwanda became, whew, Rwanda. Yeah, let's see. This is Rwanda today. Kigali is the city located at the central area of Rwanda. It is the capital of the country, the largest city, and one of the cleanest and healthiest city in Africa. Is Rwanda poor? Rwanda is by measure a poor country. The 1994 war obliterated the country's economy, social fabric, human resource base, and institution. Almost 90% of the population lives on less than $2 per. You see, still poor. Poor people. Okay. Still poor. Robbing, but still poor. You know? Uganda, all of them robbing, robbing, robbing. Yeah, made the most to help Congo, I tell you, because this is too much. Yeah, we ourselves, we only pray, like we always do. We only shout to the Most High, like we always do. Let me read this Bible verses here. The children of your oppressors will come bowing before you. All who despise you will bow down at your feet and will call you the city of the Most High, Zion of the Holy One of Israel. All thought you have been forsaken and hated, with no one traveling through. You see, with no one traveling through. Listen, who are those people? Hmm? Huh? No one wants to know anything about you. It's like you're forgotten. When George Floyd is being killed in America, he will be heard. For sure, he will be. If something happens somewhere, you will be heard. But in Congo, in all that time, nada. He say, I will make you the everlasting pride and the joy for all generations. You will drink the milk of the nations and be nursed at royal breasts. Then you will know that I am the Most High, I am your Savior, your Redeemer, and the Mighty One of Jacob. Instead, a bronze, I will bring you gold and silver in place of iron. Okay? So, no longer violence will be heard in your land, no ruin or destruction within your borders, but you will call your walls salvation and your gates praise. The sun will no more be your light by day. So, good. The Lord will be your everlasting light, and your days of sorrow will end. Then all your people will be righteous, and they will possess the land forever. They are the shot I have planted, the work of my hands, for the display of my splendor. The least of you will become 1,000, the smallest a mighty nations. I am the Tanzambi. In its time, I will do it swiftly. Yeah, you can go to Isaiah 18. You will also saw that this revelation talks, I think, completely about the Congo. It's Isaiah 18, right? Let me see. I mean, when we talk about the Congo, let me go back to the Zaire Bible. Look, look. This is what they want to say. Where is the biblical Zaire today? Okay, the biblical Zaire. Okay, you remember, right? During Joram's reign, Edom revolted against Judah and became an independent kingdom. So Joram set out with all his chariots for Zaire, where the Edomites' army surrounded them during the night, etc., etc. So Zaire is a biblical place where the kings of Judah lived. Okay, okay. And now I will look what the white man will do. Where's the biblical Zaire? Where is it? It can't be found. They can come with whatever. Look, they want to show you Zaire here. Look, in the Middle East. You see? Zaire. You know? White man is very smart. Yeah? But in the Bible, it's written with Zaire in the Bible, not Zaire. Huh? Okay? Let me go to the Bible just for you to see. Second Kings 8:21. Zaire. Okay? And when I take this Zaire, let me ask Google where Zaire is. Republic Democratic Congo, and the Bantu Kongo in Angola, which is the province of Zaire, where Matadi is. Bantu Kongo, province of Zaire. So the Bible never happened in blah 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 blah. And I told you already that this name Jews, yeah, Congo Basin. Go for the Judeu. Go for the Judeus. Estado de Israel. Okay? Here. Reino do Congo. Kingdom of Congo. Reino do Luango. This is Judah. And white people wrote it very well here. Luango. Luango Kakongo. Ngoyo. Yeah. Anyway, we are one people. And the Most High have to find a way how to unite us. But uniting us, like really uniting us, not that one takes advantage of another. Isaiah 18. An oracle concerning Ethiopia, a land of wiring wings that is beyond the rivers of Ethiopia, of Kush. It's even better than Ethiopia, right? Kush, because Kush is Sudan. Okay? Very important. Congo, which sends ambassadors by the sea in vessels of papyrus on the waters. Go, you swift messengers to the nation, to a tall and smooth, to a people feared and near and far. Congolese people are very tall. Not everyone, because you have different kinds of groups in Congo. But they're tall. All you here, inhabitants of the world, you who dwell on the earth, now listen. When a signal is raised on the mountains, look. When the trumpet is blown, hear. For thus said the Most High, I will quickly look from my dwelling like clear heat in sunshine, like a cloud of dew in the heat of harvest. For before the harvest, when the blossom is over and the flower becomes a ripening grape, he cuts off his shots with pruning hooks, and the spreading branches he loops off and clears away. They all shall be let of the birds of prey of the mountains and to the beasts of the earth. And the birds of prey will summer on them, and all the beasts of the earth will winter on them. So everything will go back where it came from. Because even now, it's very funny that all the animals in Europe, and when it's winter, they're going back to Africa. They're fleeing to Africa. At the time of tribute will be brought to the Most High of hosts, from people tall and smooth, from a people feared near and far. Now look, a nation mighty and conquering, whose land has rivers, divide to Mount Zion, the place of the name of the Most High, the place of the name of the Most High of hosts, which is to Congo, where the Mount Zion is and where the rivers are. Now look. Country with the most rivers. Here. This country has a lot of rivers. Many rivers. You can't imagine. This is the Congo when it comes to rivers. Full of rivers. It's the Congo Zaire. And it's beyond of Kush. Not here, not there, not there, not there. It's here. Yeah. Let's see who is the prophet here one day. I will never teach these kinds of things again, but let's see. Yeah. For me, it's always important, yeah, one day to say people to say he was right. That's it. I don't want any other props. I just want the people to say he was right. He said it. Yeah. The Most High lift me one day up. I'm gonna show. Look what these people have said. And look what I was saying all the time. Because I am right. Okay. I know I am right. Congo is the name of the Most High. Just for you to know. Thank you very much. Yeah. And I will see you very soon.